ಸರ್, ಈಗ ನವೀಕೃತಗೊಂಡ ಕಟ್ಟಡಗಳ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ನವೀಕೃತಗೊಂಡ ಕಟ್ಟಡಗಳ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಗಣ್ಯರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ವರದಿಯ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಈಗ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗೊಳಿಸಿದ ಅತಿಥಿ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈಗ ಶಾಲಾ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಪದ್ಮಜ ನಾಯಕ್ ಅವರು, ಬಾಲಕಿಯರ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆ ಪದ್ಮಜ ನಾಯಕ್ ಅವರು, ನಂತರ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸುನೀತಾ ಅವರು, ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು ಅವರು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ಪಾಳ್ಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಹಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ ಸುಬ್ಬಯ್ಯನಪಾಳ್ಯ, ನಂತರ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಆಶಾಲತಾ, ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಕಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ ನಾಗಯ್ಯನಪಾಳ್ಯ. ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಿಂದ ಮುಖ್ಯೋಪಾಧ್ಯಾಯರಿಗೆ ಕಿವಿ ಮಾತುಗಳು. ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ಪಾಳ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮುಖ್ಯೋಪಾಧ್ಯಾಯರಿಗೆ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಂದ ವರದಿಯ ವಿತರಣೆ. ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಹಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ ಸುಬ್ಬಯ್ಯನಪಾಳ್ಯ ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅವರು, ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಆಶಾಲತಾ, ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಕಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ ನಾಗಯ್ಯನಪಾಳ್ಯ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ತಾವಿಕ ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಟಿ ಸೋಮಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು.
And greetings to all of you. Honorable Minister for School Education and Literacy and Sakala, Government of Karnataka, Sri Nagesh ji. Respectful Advisor to Government of Karnataka on Education Reforms, Professor Doreswamy sir. Our beloved MLA Rizwan Arshad could not join us in the last minute due to some preoccupied earlier programs. We also have officers from Education Department, headmasters, teachers, and my dear student friends. Once again, greetings and hearty welcome. It is notable to see students and teachers from 5 different schools in this neighborhood gathering on this memorable event of dedicating renovation works in government schools. Government schools across our country have played an important role in educating our citizens and improving the literacy rate. It is well known that stress on education has helped us to transform our nation from one of the poorest countries, heavily dependent on imports, to become a leading economy in the world today. When we got independence, our literacy rate was around 18%. Today we have achieved close to 80% literacy. Government schools stood tall in all these years in providing access and equal opportunities to young citizens across India, and they continue to do so. Primary education has expanded leaps and bounds in our country and in our state Karnataka. In this grand expansion of our education system, our policy makers have given adequate importance to inclusivity and equitability. However, large sections of government schools are having inadequate facilities and shortage of teaching resources that have negatively impacted the teaching learning process in these schools. In this regard, to support our beloved Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji's sustained efforts and initiatives to take education revolution to greater heights and put India's education system on the global map. Through the scheme of Vidyanjali 2.0, our Prime Minister calls for private sector to come forward and shoulder the responsibility of improving the quality of education in government schools. Our state, under the leadership of former Chief Minister Sri Yediyurappa ji and our present Chief Minister Sri Bommai ji, has launched a scheme of adoption of government schools by private and public sector institutions. The noble initiative is the brainchild of Professor Doreswamy, Advisor, Government of Karnataka. Under his guidance and innovation, motivation, Indian Academy Group of institutions have come forward and adopted 11 schools. Out of these 11 schools, we had 7 of them already adopted by us back in 2015 and the other 5 in 2020. Now we are getting much needed support and encouragement from our beloved Education Minister, Sri Nagesh Ji, to push this agenda forward. We are working with these schools to understand school-specific problems, be with infrastructural issues like bathrooms, drinking water, furniture, lighting, secured environment, and educational requirements like books, stationery, teachers' educational aids, teachers' training, and students' health and hygiene, etc. Based on the requirements, we are drawing school-specific plans and implementing them in phased manner. Ms. Rachana, as Director of Community Development, leads this work through continuous dialogue with school headmasters, meticulous planning, and execution with a team of faculty and students from Indian Academy Group of institutions. Indian Academy Degree College, Indian Academy Pre-University College, Indian Academy College for Nursing, and Indian Academy School of Management Studies. From all these institutions, also we have Indian Academy Evening College. Students and NSS wing and Red Cross wing are participating in the community development work. Thank you, Team Indian Academy, for your sustained efforts in this field. As shown in the presentation by Ms. Rachana, we have carried out many infrastructural and academic initiatives in 5 schools in this community in our phase 1. We have spent over 60 lakhs in these 5 schools. Details of works carried out with photographs are documented in the form of report. I am very pleased to submit the same to our beloved Minister Sri Nagesh Ji for school education today. We take this opportunity to engage and educate our own students at Indian Academy Group of institutions on the importance of civic responsibilities. On this occasion, I am assuring all the dignitaries on the stage and off the stage that we will continue to work with all 11 schools in future and will significantly contribute to improve the quality of education in these schools. We also have plans to study the impact of our work on the learning outcomes and enrollment trends in these schools. This certainly will help us to learn and improve our strategies and initiatives in future. On this occasion, the enthusiastic support received from headmasters and teachers and BEOs, CRPs and other government officials is noteworthy. On this initiative, even when we approached Bhumiputra Architects headed by Mr. Alok Shetty, they have readily come forward and agreed to provide civil architectural work and support to and also supervision of civil works at free of cost. I thank Mr. Alok and his team member Mr. Dhanush for their support. Civil contractor Mr. Kishore and his associate Mr. Victor have been working with us continuously in the last 6 months to implement a lot of civil works that we have planned in these schools. I understand from them working on new project is easier than renovating existing facilities. Thank you, Mr. Kishore and team. I thank all of you for your kind gesture to associate with us on this occasion and looking forward to your continued encouragement and support. I request Professor Doraswamy and Honorable Minister to guide us and help us, especially when we get stuck with official clearances. Thank you, everyone. Before I close, let us promote literacy. Let us improve quality of education by joining hands together, thereby giving much needed fillip to the dream mission of our Prime Minister Sri Modi ji, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. With everyone's progress and building trust in everyone with everyone's efforts. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
ಕೆರೆಯ ನೀರನ್ನು ಕೆರೆಗೆ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ನುವ ಮಾತಿನಂತೆ ಸುಮಾರು 60 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಹಣವನ್ನು ವ್ಯಯಿಸಿ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಶಾಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ನವೀಕೃತಗೊಂಡ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಉದಾರತೆಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.